Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to Presbyterian Park here in beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, for this afternoon's game between the New Ohio Debonairs and the Pittsburgh Presbyterians. At this time, we'd like to introduce the starting lineup and batting order of the visiting New Ohio Debonairs. Batting first, the first baseman, number 10, Loud Juice Kendrick. Batting second, the center fielder, number 18, Chud Tater. Batting third, the second baseman, number 1, Yup Turtles. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 15, Ped Wingner. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 54, Musty Shank. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 30, Carrick Burns. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 4, Geek Bolins. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 13, Quincy Longpants. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 6, Red Anger. And all rise and greet our team, the Pittsburgh Presbyterians. Please welcome them to the field for this afternoon's game. The left fielder, number 27, Walt Booper. The first baseman, number 14, Zimbabwe. The shortstop, number 15, Jimmy Soup Cutlets. The catcher, number 24, Shrewd Bland. The third baseman, number 4, Bill Scottish. The second baseman, number 6, Og McQuaid. The right fielder, number 11, Spree Bradley. The center fielder, number 34, Rabbit Bracken. And taking the mound, the starting pitcher for your Pittsburgh Presbyterians, number 31, Corneal Abrasion.
Hey, good afternoon to you all. My name is Steve Chuckroast. This is KDKA Pioneer Radio for Western Pennsylvania. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Presbyterians as they get things started for game number 74 of the 84-game Continental League season. Having beaten the New Ohio Debonairs in their most recent game, they seem to have their number 7-3 against the Debonairs this season. The Presbyterians 5 games out of first place. 38-35 their record. They are 2 games behind the New Ohio Debonairs, who are chasing Amalgamated Baseball Holdings in second place, 40-33, 3 games back out of first place. He's going to be, I think he's going to outrun the throw. Loud Juice Kendrick is on with a single. Jimmy Soup Cutlets had to dive into a bit of a spot where he could right himself and make the throw. Corneal Abrasion on the mound today. He's got a 4-5 record, an ERA of 4.14. 56 strikeouts this season. He's making his 19th start of the Continental League season. Goodness me, we are getting to the end of it, aren't we? And that will be a strikeout. Looking of Chud Tater. Chud Tater, 23 home runs this season. He's second to Shrewd Bland, who's behind the plate today for the Presbyterians.
Nope, high.
High for 1-1 the count. Yup Turtles.
That's down.
Played for the Debonairs last season. Was sent down to the nursery league, but caught back up at the 3/4 time. And he's going to hit into a Fancy Dan to end the inning. Well, that Fancy Dan double play brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more pop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. They have an assortment of tonics and treatments to give your hair that shimmer, sheen, glimmer, and gleam. Don't be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan. Red Anger is on the mound today for the Debonairs. Has a record of 4-6, an ERA of 4.63, 59 strikeouts.
That's up.
Facing Walt Booper, leading off for the Presbyterians, has an average of 289 this season, 8 home runs, 29 runs batted in. He hits that one foul to make this keep this alive. He's going to swing and miss, a strikeout for that one. Anger, strikeout number 60 this season for him. And it's out number 1. Zimbabwe. Oh, goodness me, I was expecting Jimmy Cutlets to be next in the case. But Zimbabwe is going to single that one. It's going to get on the fair side of the first base line. And he's going to be on with a single, as it had to be retrieved by Carrick Burns in right field. This is Jimmy Soup Cutlets, of course.
That's inside. That's up. Strike.
Cutlets, well, takes strike 1, 2-1 the count. It's that high into the air and into the glove of Carrick Burns for out number 2. Cutlets has an average of 379 this season. Here is Shrewd Bland, home run leader on the season. 28 home runs. Just hit his most recent one in the last game against the Debonairs. 56 runs batted in, an average of 368.
Strike. Off the plate.
Very patient on his swings, 2-2 the count. It's that one right to the glove of Musty Shank. Throw to Kendrick is in time to bring us to the top of the second. No score in this one. Abrasion back on the mound to face Ped Wingner, who's hit 20 home runs this season.
Ball inside.
In that surging first half of the season that the Debonairs did have. This is the amazing statistic. The New Ohio Debonairs, 28-14 in the first half of the season.
Foul ball.
12-19 since. On the other side of that, Amalgamated Baseball Holdings 20-22, 24-9 since then, and Ped Wingner is going to make it 21. He hits that one to industry. It's a home run, and the Debonairs take the lead 1-0 on a solo home run from Ped Wingner. Oh, goodness me, Musty Shank right behind him. Shank has hit his first home run in his most recent game, I believe, as well. Former Nashville Fire batsman, batted 347 for the Nashville Fire.
Foul ball. Ball inside.
He's played 7 games so far for the Debonairs. Not got that many hits, only 2 hits so far. And that's not going to be one either. Rabbit Bracken diving to make that play, sliding and making the catch for out number 1. Leads us to Carrick Burns. First pitch, ball 1. That's down the middle. Debonairs would like to continue their winning ways again, as they do have another game against the Presbyterians tomorrow. They'd like to take 2 games from that and keep themselves in pace with the Amalgamated Baseball Holdings team. Also, consequently, mathematically would put the Presbyterians on the outside looking in. Well, they already are at this point, but not mathematically out of it. I think perhaps a sweep of the Debonairs might give the Presbyterians a bit of a chance, an outside chance at the championship. The way Amalgamated Baseball Holdings, I just got a note before we started, that's so off. That's going to be Jake Bullens hitting it right to Spray Bradley for out. And late in the order is Quincy Longpants batting 290, 9 home runs. 32 runs batted in this season. He's got 45 hits. Quick check from Abrasion at first base.
That's up.
Carrick Burns is still stationed at the moment.
Right.
Big swing by Longpants for strike 2. And he's going to get jammed and pop that one up to Spray Bradley in right field for out number 3, and that retires the side. Pittsburgh will take the plate again. Bale Startish starting things off. He's batting 318. Has found himself at home at third base in the starting lineup. 5th in the order usually. 7 home runs this season. 32 runs batted in.
Inside. Straight.
Facing Red Anger, filling up the count. Very patient Scottish. How's that one to stay alive in the count?
Take your base.
And that is high, so he will walk. That's the first walk today for Red Anger. Dale Scottish on first, no outs. Og McQuaid to the plate. 30 runs batted in for the former Memphis Mud Pig, who was signed in the offseason by Pittsburgh.
Strike.
Player I think Pittsburgh is very happy to have as an infielder. And, well, he's going to get a single as they could not complete any of the outs of the Fancy Dan double play. So keeping things alive, here is Spray Bradley.
That's inside.
Spray Bradley.
Right.
Big swing by Bradley, a 1 and 2 count.
That's inside.
Not as easy these days with prohibition. An underhand catch by Eric Burns records out number 1. And here's Rabbit Bracken. Bracken is
Straight. Straight.
big swing for an 0-2 count.
That's outside. Strike 3.
And a big swing and a miss. That will be strike out. Strikeout number 2 for Anger today. And out number 2. Pushing
Strike.
the pitcher up. Cornel Abrasion.
Ball inside.
On the count,
Outside.
Abrasion has 6 hits from 38 at-bats this season. 2 runs batted
Strike.
in.
Ball
An average of
inside.
158 again for a pitcher. Don't expect too much, but
Strike 3.
good enough. He's going to strike out, and that will be looking. That will bring an end to the second inning. Well, it is 1-0. The Presbyterians find themselves behind early in this game with the pitcher, Red Anger, taking the plate for Cornel Abrasion. Switching spots, the two of them, I suppose. Top of the third, Anger on the second pitch. Pops it up into shallow left field. Jimmy Soup Cutlets with the catch. And one away. Second time around in the batting order, here's Loud Juice Kendrick singled in his first at-bat.
Strike.
Strike number 1. The out number 2. Oh, goodness me. Well,
Ball inside. Ball inside. No, outside. Straight. Foul ball. Out.
and that will be Chad Tater popping it up into the glove of Shrewd Bland to retire the side. So, the run scored, a 1-2-3 inning. And it's back to the top of the order for the Presbyterians.
Strike.
Here in the bottom of the third, it's Welt Hooper.
That's inside. Strike.
It's going to be right to Red Anger. He throws to Kendrick for out number 2. Jim Bobway. Here's Jimmy Soup Cutlets. He was out in his first
Straight.
at-bat. Long and foul for a 1-2 count. And he's going to hit that into right field. Past sliding Carrick Burns. That's going to be an extra base hit for Jimmy Soup Cutlets. He will take second and look for third. And it is a triple for Jimmy Soup Cutlets, his first of the season. Well, 90 feet away is the tying run with 2 outs and Shrewd Bland to the plate. Runners in scoring position. He bats actually a little less than his normal average, and he grounds out to retire the side. Well, that's going to be the end of 3. Leadoff batsman for the Debonairs is Yup Turtles. He grounds it out.
Strike.
For out number 1, here's Head Wingner.
Outside.
Turns to be the difference maker in this game.
No.
will hit it right to Zimbabwe, who takes the jog over to first base for the out.
Strike.
That will be Musty Shank popping it up into the air and into the glove of Welt Cooper. So, no run scored, a 1-2-3 inning yet again. And Cornel Abrasion feels perhaps like he's finding his rhythm. But who has also been finding his rhythm the entire game is Red Anger. Giving up too many hits. To be fair, Cornel Abrasion just a home run and a single.
Right.
Walk. 3 hits so far from Red Anger he's allowed, and that's going to be right to Musty Shank. And he gets Bale Scottish for the first out of this game. Pitchers really coming to play in this one. That is strike one on Og McQuaid. McQuaid hit a single in his first at bat. And he's going to be on with again with a single right to pad winger. 2 for 2 from Mr. McQuaid. Og McQuaid has proven to be quite the capable batsman. Former Memphis Mud Pig. Here's Spray Bradley.
Inside.
Picked up in a trade with Chicago. Fouls off for a 1-1 count. He won today. That will be, well that... Oh my goodness, to Industry! Well, that is a 2-run home run for Spray Bradley. Bradley's 12th home run of the season.
Strike.
RBI's number 45
Ball
and
inside.
46. And the Presbyterians have taken a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball low.
Rabbit Bracken struck out his
That's
first
inside.
at-bat, fills up the count. And that's going to go right to the glove of Eric Burns for out number 2. Pitcher spot, Cornel Abrasion struck out his first at-bat.
Right.
Big swing on that one. And he pops it up for out number 3. But a 2-run home run from Spray Bradley gives the Presbyterians the lead against second place New Ohio, who find themselves behind yet again. Eric Burns at the plate.
That's up. Strike.
And leading off is Eric Burns with a single. He's 1 for 1 today with a walk and a single. Burns is not himself quite capable. He's improved. His average this season is 276. Last season it was 221. He's really found himself capable batsman for the
Inside.
Debonairs. I say that as he's caught stealing.
Ball inside.
He's actually stolen 8 bases and now is caught stealing for the 5th time.
Ball
With
4.
Jake
Take
Bolins,
the
who
base.
will now walk. Bolins, a former Charleston pro. Batting 304, that's his second walk of the season. He was picked up in the 3/4 time
No
break.
bite. Ball inside. Foul.
Long and foul for a 2-1 count.
Strike.
Quincy Longpants.
No. Take your
Found
man.
himself at home in that third base role. He's going to walk as well, so Abrasion now facing Red Anger. No, we will not face Red Anger. Red Anger's day will be up after 4 innings. In comes Jake Steakhouse. Jake Steakhouse has not found his spot at shortstop, but he hits it to Industry. My goodness me. Well, Jake Steakhouse with one swing of the bat has put the Debonairs back into the lead. A 3-run home run for Jake Steakhouse.
Ball low.
Home run number 12 this season.
Strike.
Loud Juice Kendrick recording the
That's
second
inside.
out on that one. Now 4-2 with Chud Tater. Not had the quite the day today. He's going to ground that one out to Jimmy Soup Cutlets. Go 0 for 3. In comes Shirley Bo Burley. And that home run from Jake Steakhouse, a 3-run home run brought to you by industry brand colognes, perfumes, and fragrances. Nothing smells as fresh and sweet as the clean smell of industry. It's found wherever smells are sold.
Strike.
Jimmy Walter Goopa is the
That's
leadoff
down.
batsman. He grounds out for the first out of this,
Off the
the bottom of
plate.
the fifth. And the
That's
Presbyterians
up.
find themselves down again by 2 with Jim Bobway at the
Straight.
plate.
Foul ball.
How's that one right in front of the pitcher?
No, outside. Ball inside. Strike. Out.
And that will retire the side.
Strike.
So Corning of the
Strike.
Brazen back on the mound. Through 5 already. Facing Yup Turtles. Who will pop up? Shallow center to Jimmy Soup Cutlets. 1.
Strike.
Ted Wingner, the home run
Outside.
today. That was the first home run hit by the Debonairs.
That's up. Ball
And you're
high.
listening to Radio KDKA, Pioneer Radio for Western Pennsylvania. My name is Steve Chuckroast. This is the Pittsburgh Presbyterians baseball game versus the New Ohio Debonairs, game number 74 of the 84-game Continental League season. Presbyterians
Out.
won the first game of the series. They're currently down by a score of 4-2 as Ted Wingner pops up into the glove of Jimmy Soup Cutlets.
Ball inside. Out.
And Musty Shank will hit it right to Jim Bobway for a 1-2-3 inning. And back to the mound comes Bo Burley to face Shrewd Bland.
No.
Can't give a proper
Outside.
rundown of Bo Burley when he came into the mound.
That's
came onto the mound.
inside.
He has a record of 4-2 this season.
Ball four.
6-1-1,
Take the base.
2 saves on his record, so he does kind of come in as an all-around sort of utility. Does end up walking Shrewd Bland, so that's his first time on base today. 28 strikeouts, he's pitched 56 innings, making appearance number 37. It's going to be right to Young Turtles to Shank. Back to Loud Juice Kendrick, a Fancy Dan double play. 2 outs, here's Og
That's up.
McQuet.
That's outside.
3-0 the count, fouls off the 4th pitch.
Strike.
Down the middle for strike 2, 3-2 the count. Hits right to long pans, throw to Kendrick, plenty of time, that is out, number 3. They're through 6, 4-2, and that Fancy Dan double play. Brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. Do try their styling salves,
No.
crimping powder, gelatin-based treatments, and of course, hair lubricants. Don't be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan.
Strike. Ball inside.
Herrick Burns has an average of 276 this season, 7 home runs, 18 RBIs.
Ball four.
He
take
will
the
walk
base.
for the second time today, so corneal abrasion has now walked his 4th batsman. And that will be the end of the day for corneal abrasion. In comes Red Rollingsworthel.
Out.
Hits right in two. A Fancy Dan gets Gig Bolins, who hit it right to Zimbabwe, catching Burns off of first.
That's inside.
A Fancy Dan double play, and this is Quincy Longpants. On a 1-1 pitch, right to Og McQuart. Throw to Zimbabwe is in time for out number 3. Well, it ends up being a 1-2-3 inning of a different variety. And Spray Bradley is to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th.
That's outside.
Bottom of the 7th, that Fancy Dan double play brought to you by
No,
Fancy Dan Follicle
no.
Products. Put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. They have all the treatments and tonics and elixirs to give your hair that shimmer, sheen, glimmer, and gleam. 2-1-2 count, fouled off by Bradley. He did have that 2-run home run that represents the 2 runs scored by the Presbyterians. Hits it off the glove of Bo Burley. He is able to compose himself and make the throw to Kendrick for out number 1. Clearly, Bo Burley has already gone 2 innings strong. Came in at the top of in the start of the 5th inning to replace Red Anger. Done quite a good job. Rabbit Bracken pops it up into foul territory. That was, I believe, Quincy Longpants with that one, and it looks like Red Rollingsworthel's day will already be over. Here comes Mermel Spep as a pinch hitter.
Strike.
Well, they do need the runs, and I think, well, it was foul for the 1-2 count. Swing at that one, makes contact right to Yup Turtles. Throw to Kendrick is in time. And in comes Bot Balasadad as the second member of the Presbyterians bullpen comes to the mound. Balasadad has a 6-3 record. And coming out of the bench is Tough Tamba. Hits it right to Balasadad. Throw just barely in time. Ooh, Bobway for out number 1.
No.
Balasadad has a 6-3 record. 5.49 ERA, 38 strikeouts, 77 innings pitched. He's making his 47th appearance. So he's very much one of their go-to relievers. And gets Loud Juice Kendrick to ground it out right to Zimbabwe. Takes a step for out number 2. This is Chug Tater. Pops it up into foul territory, and Tater will go 0 for today. And it's another 1-2-3 inning from the Presbyterians bullpen. The bullpen is really holding it down, I must say, as poor Cano
Strike.
now comes in to face Welt Booper at the top of the batting order for the Presbyterians here in the bottom of the 8th. Not many
Ball
opportunities
inside.
left. They are down by 2, a score of 4-2 to the New Ohio Debonairs. And Booper will go for 4 today by hitting it right to Musty Shank. Throw is in time to Kendrick.
Strike.
Zimbabwe has a single, and that's his only contribution in the first inning. He's 1 for 3 today. As far as batsmanship goes, hits it right to Shank, takes a weird hop off the grass and into his glove. No mind, the throw is still in time for out number 2. Jimmy Soup
That's
Cutlets has a
down.
triple today, his only hit.
That's low.
Facing a 2-1 count at the moment.
That's up. Strike.
That is strike 2, 3-2 count. Fouls off, keeping the count alive.
Foul ball.
Another foul ball. Poor Cano. Gets him to pop it up into the air. That should be an easy catch for Musty Shank to retire side. Well, Velocidad will take the mound again, it appears, to face Turtles, Wingner, and Shank. And hopefully set up the Presbyterians a chance to make a bottom of the ninth comeback, as we would hope to see.
Strike.
Yep, Turtles is 0 for 3 today.
Strike.
So some of the major names in the lineup for the Debonairs as Bracken gets that one. Ted Wingner with one out has a home run today. Got the scoring started for the Debonairs. Jake Steakhouse coming in with a 3-run pinch hit home run to take the lead. That is the scoring situation for the Debonairs. Broken bat pops it up into the air. Look alive out there. And both Velocidad is there for the second out. No more splinters in any sort of your extremities. So with 2 outs, it's Musty Shank who's over 3 today. And I must say the pitching for the Presbyterians, despite those 2 home runs, quite good, I must say.
That's inside.
You do feel hope for the next season. And it's going to be a strikeout, Musty Shank. Strikeout for Musty Shank. So, Shrewd Bland, Bale Scottish, and Og McQuaid, that is who is due up for the Presbyterians in the bottom of the ninth. Pork Cano staying on the mound.
Outside.
Shrewd Bland 0 for 2 today with a walk.
Strike.
Bale Scottish also 0 for 2 today with a walk. So that's the who's on deck. Bland looks like that will drop for a single, and Shug Tater has to field it. Bland is on with his first hit of the day. That's hit number 104 for him. He is very much catching up to Mike Truck, I got to say.
Off the plate.
Well, actually, I believe Jimmy Soup Cutlet
Oh.
is neck and neck with Mike Truck in hits for the season.
Right. Ball low.
Bale Scottish representing the tying run at the plate with a 2-2 count, no outs so far. That's a high pitch for ball 3, full count. Hits it right to Kendrick, to Shank. A fancy Dan double play clears out the bases. Well, that is unfortunately how it is going to go today. Og McQuaid is going to try to strike things, and he's going to be on with a single. And Spray Bradley, who has hit a 2-run home run today, represents the tying run at the plate, but in comes Bear Butts, who on the first pitch will hit it right to Musty Shank, who overthrows it out of play. Well, goodness me. That will move.
That's outside.
Well, Pope Lactavius coming in for Rabbit Bracken
Strike.
is
Low.
representing the winning run at the plate. The tying run is at second.
Strike.
Pope Lactavius III has not had much success and appearances at the plate. He's only had been partially a pinch hitter. 5 home runs, 16 runs batted in.
Strike 3. You're out.
And he will strike out to the side, putting an end to this one. Well, it got ever so close. But the New Ohio Debonairs do get the win in today's game. The final score of that one, the New Ohio Debonairs, 4 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors. Pittsburgh Presbyterians, 2 runs from 7 hits. Ever so close, but the 2 home runs from Jake Steakhouse and Ped Wingner were the difference makers in that one. Pitching all around very good for Pittsburgh. Does not indicative of the score, I don't think, but nonetheless, the winning pitcher of this is going to be Shirley Bo Burley. So Shirley Bo Burley getting win number 5 on his record today. The loss goes to Cornel Abrasion. Such a fantastic day. 4 hits, 6 innings strong, however, giving up the 4 runs from the home runs. Abrasion will drop to 4 and 6, and the save goes to Bear Butts. Save number 14, which I believe will continue to keep Bear Butts in the lead ahead of Bood Hooges, who was tied for 13 saves as well. We thank our friends at the Honey Wheat Tobacco Company who sponsor the finest dandy of the day. Any time is a good time for a honey wheat cigarette. The third finest dandy of the day is Ped Wingner hitting that home run. He got the scoring started. Spray Bradley hit a 2-run home run today. He is the second finest dandy, but the finest dandy of the day, hitting a complimentary carton of honey wheat cigarettes, is Jake Steakhouse, coming in with a pinch hit home run that ultimately was the game winner for the Debonairs. Jake Steakhouse, the finest dandy of the day, brought to you by the Honey Wheat Cigarette Company, the Honey Wheat Tobacco Company, humbly requesting that you smoke wheat every day. That will do it for our game. The Debonairs will have the final game of this series will take place tomorrow. On the mound for both teams, the Debonairs will go to, I believe it will be Aubrey Bona, while Borty Bonks is the starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Presbyterians. That should be a very good game to conclude this series, as both teams have taken a win. The way the standings stand at this moment, the Amalgamated Baseball Holdings stay at 44-31 in first place. New Ohio, with a win today, go to 41-33, 2.5 games back from first place. Philadelphia Brown Trousers, they lost earlier today to ABH. They are 39-36, 5 games back. The Pittsburgh Presbyterians, 5.5 at 38-36 with the game tomorrow. So all to play for in tomorrow's game, as these 4 teams stay alive, and these 2 teams will still try to make a final surge. 10 games to go for these 2 teams. We head to the end of the 1920 Continental League season. My name is Steve Chuckroast. I thank you for joining us and listening. If you have not come down to Presbyterian Park this season yet, we encourage you to. There are not many times left to come. Come tomorrow for the conclusion of this series, or perhaps one of the final games left in the series. In fact, I don't know if there's many more. I believe, yes, I believe the series against the Philadelphia Brown Trousers is going to be quite the series. That will be the only other time you have a chance to see the Presbyterians this season here in Presbyterian Park. So I bid you a good rest of the day. This is Steve Chuckroast from Radio KDKA, Pioneer Radio for Pittsburgh, Western Pennsylvania. The game has ended. Go in peace.